Seed, soil, and self-control, the quiet work that produces real fruit. What are you going to do about it? I don't know about you, but sometimes life hands us moments that feel like tests in disguise. Moments that make us ask, do I respond in my feelings or do I follow the Holy Spirit? That's exactly where Dr. GreGory started his message this week, and it hit home in more ways than one. He shared a story that stopped us in our tracks. He was standing in line, minding his own business, when a woman, clearly agitated, started grabbing his items and throwing them down. And then with full confrontation in her eyes, she asked him, "What are you going to do about it?" His answer, "Nothing, because God said you reap what you sow." That set the tone for the whole message. Sometimes the greatest victory is not in clapping back, but in holding your peace. Pastor reminded us, self-control is a seed. Let God settle what you don't need to fight. The seeds we don't talk about. From there, Pastor shifted into a sensitive but necessary area, cliques in the church. It wasn't just about being friendly or unfriendly. He called cliques unrebuked seeds and said something that really stuck. You give love a bad name when you exclude people in God's house. That hit hard because sometimes we don't realize that silence and side eyes speak louder than words. Pastor challenged us to ask, am I cultivating unity or am I allowing division to grow unchecked? Jesus said, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one for another." Shame versus humility. Another truth we had to sit with, shame and humility are not the same. Shame hides. Shame avoids correction. Shame says, I don't want to be seen as weak. But humility kneels. Humility listens. Humility says, Lord, shape me. Before honor comes humility. And Pastor made it plain. Some people don't grow because they can't handle being wrong. The condition of the heart. What really challenged us was when Pastor said, how you receive correction reveals your heart. It's easy to look spiritual when everything's going well, but correction, that exposes what's really going on inside. A good-hearted person may not like correction, but they'll receive it. Someone with a hardened heart, they'll resist it, debate it, or walk away altogether. And sometimes, Pastor said, God isn't trying to convince you, He's trying to break you before your pride destroys you. From performance to transformation. In a world that celebrates performance, Pastor reminded us that God is not impressed by our doing if it's disconnected from our being. We can serve, we can post scriptures, we can sing and preach and volunteer, but if our private life is dry, if our heart is out of alignment, if we're faking joy on Sunday because we're living a double life Monday through Saturday, then something has to shift. Don't fake it, faith it. Don't just do, be. God is after transformation, not presentation. Romans 12:2 says it best. Be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So, what are you going to do about it? That's the question Pastor left us with, and not in a threatening tone, but in a call to action. When someone tries to provoke you, what are you going to do about it? When you feel left out, what are you going to do about it? When God corrects you, what are you going to do about it? When you're tired of performing and ready to become, what are you going to do about it? At the end of the day, God isn't asking us to be perfect. He's asking us to be honest. Honest about where we are, how we respond, and who we're becoming. The question isn't meant to intimidate, it's meant to wake us up. What are you going to do about it? Let's choose to grow, choose to listen, choose to surrender, and to let God transform the parts of us that performance can't fix. Because when our heart is right, everything else follows.